hands up. If you hate the ball, 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 hands up. If you hate the ball.
Hello everyone, welcome to Claret and Booze. My name is Nick and this is going to be a post-match reaction. Very delayed as I went to the process today. Absolutely brilliant. I'll go on to talk about that in a second. And I went to watch the football with some lovely people in a boozer, which I'm not going to say where it is because it ain't supposed to be shown. Before I get into this, please drop a like on this video. It really helps. That isn't a love heart in the chat. If you come out the live chat, that's a thumbs up. Please give us a thumbs up. And if you're new around here, please subscribe. That picture at the bottom there was taken by our very own Alan Thomas, who's taken loads and loads of pictures and videos that I've been tasked with editing up, and I'm gonna produce something for the protest tomorrow. I didn't do that. I went to the protest today not really to collect content. I went to the protest today to stand with the other West Ham fans and just meet everyone. And my God, I'm going to get into the game, all right? I am, I promise you. But I've never had so many people come up to me, sort of shake me hand, thank me for being there. Fans of all ages, even started at Kelly's when we went for a pie and mash. Met a dad and his young daughter who watch the channel. And I'm gonna give a shout out as well because I am terrible with names. First and foremost, I am so bad with names. I've only got two sons. I'll get their names mixed up. It's Ben and Lee. It's not hard. I'll mix that up. There's only one person I do remember's name because she kept saying it, and that was Carol and her two sons that she had with her. So a shout out to Carol and this young man who I met, who I think might be Claret and Booze's youngest fan. What a lad. And I think I can remember your name, but I don't want to get it wrong. But this chap here, he came up with his dad, and yeah, lovely boy. Really, that was a really, really good day today. And young man, it was a pleasure to meet you. And your old man as well. Turned up nice and early for the protest. Got there for around about, because got to the pie mash at 11. Got to the protest at around about 12:20, something like that. And there weren't many people there. I was thinking, oh no, well, this ain't looking good. And then all of a sudden, you got Hammers United with Paul leading all of the fans down the down Marshgate Lane. That was loads of numbers there. And then to add to that, you had the Crossed Hammers march down as well, which was really impressive. Everyone came together today. It was fantastic. We saw everyone from a lot of the West Ham fan channels. I saw Nikki, I saw Dan, I saw Ryan from West Ham Fan TV. I saw Luke from oh mate, I can't remember the name of your channel. Yeah, I saw Luke. I remember it in a minute. We've got Gatesy ones from the West Ham way as well. Sorry, Luke. I'm just trying to get through everyone. We saw so many people that was there. And like I said, it was a brilliant fucking day. It was a brilliant exercise at getting these people out. It was fantastic. And this is just a start. It's only going to get bigger. And the petition is going to form part of big things moving forward. So if you haven't signed it already, please go on to bsout.co.uk, get your signature on that. We want them numbers pumped up as big as possible. More details will be revealed later on. But we've got a very good starting point there on 14,000. They are rocked. They turned up today in not their usual cars, as I was told, Yeah, they turned up today in not their usual cars. They kind of went in there in sort of covertly because they didn't want to face the masses. And, yeah, we faced off against Crystal Palace. So, the West Ham world is Luke. Sorry, Luke. It is the West Ham world. Sorry, mate. Yeah, we faced off against Crystal Palace. I didn't really expect us to win. I thought we might pull off a shock because generally in these games, the players do tend to turn up. The manager seems to do what they need to do, whether it's Moyes, whether it's Lopetegui. And we do seem to sort of get the job done. It's generally what happens. In these games, and then it just prolongs the agony. Well, that has not happened this time. So it's bittersweet because we don't want to see our team lose. But the right thing has happened because Potter's got to go. He's fucking useless. He should never have been here in the first place. He's the latest in a long line of shit managers appointed by this board. I'm going to get onto who probably is going to come in next and what I think of that. But he's undoubtedly got to go. There's no way he can stay, regardless whether the board are saying, they're considering their options. Considering your options. We've had 2 wins in 2025. We're almost in October. What do you mean you're considering your options? It's ridiculous. I don't even want to review the game because it was the same old shit that we've watched since Potter's been in, and before that as well. It was crap. You've got a team which lacks identity. We had a 10 or 15 minute spell in that game where we looked all right, not great, all right, and then it just goes to shit again. We was rubbish. Still can't manage set pieces. Still can't do anything. Still got James Ward-Prowse in that fucking team. That's a sackable offence in itself. Still got him sitting in that team and staying on there for as long as what he did. It's ridiculous. He's an insult. As far as I'm concerned, the geezer's either completely clueless or that was sack me now, I want to go. Well, we want you to go, mate. And we shouldn't just be sacking you. We should be fucking suing you for what you've done to the squad last year and what you're doing to it now. You are beyond shit, Potter. Beyond shit. Rubbish. Absolute shit. You've got to go. It's a fucking disgrace what we're being put through with these shitty managers that clearly just come here for a payday because they're desperate, they're out of work, they come in, they tell the board lies that they can do things that they can't do, but it all comes back to this wanker board that we've got. These people that we're trying to get out, it all comes back to them. So yes, be angry with Potter. By all fucking means, I am. I'm sick of him. I can't stand him. Because he's just a symptom of they symbolise what this club are doing to us. These shitty appointments, the most important position in any club is the manager. Look at Glasner with Palace. They haven't got a team full of superstars. They ain't been beaten 16 games. Make that 17. They've played against us, player for player, man for man. If you have a look at the 2 squads, there ain't that much difference. But they're good and we're shit. Why is that? Because they've got a good manager. Sullivan will never listen. He'll never listen. He's got to sack this wanker. He's got to pay him off. And he will sack Carl Macauley, even though Carl Macauley ain't really done anything wrong. He's an analyst that was brought in to be a director of football, which he never fucking was. He was a fancy scout that went to Sullivan with a big list of players that Sullivan ignored. Fair enough, Hermansen was on that list, so I wouldn't really... We got Diouf out of it. But the fact of the matter is he weren't a director of football. Sullivan gets props in. So what we're going to see now is what I proposed. You'll remember, I said, within a couple of games, we're going to back the manager, spunk money on a goalkeeper for the manager because we've got to back the manager. Or like we did with Lopetegui, with Kilman. And this player, we've got to stop backing these wankers. So I don't want to hear this from West Ham fans moving forwards. If we haven't got a good manager, identify it from the off. Potter was wrong from the off. All this bullshit, you've just got to back the manager. If you don't, you're negative, which is all we heard over the fucking summer, even though we'd just seen how shit we were 6 months prior. But you've got fans pushing it and pushing it. No, you've got to get beyond. What? Push the club to waste more money? No, how about don't back them to get these wankers in the first place? Don't back them and accept it and be accepting. Don't do that. If you don't want Nuno or you don't want this manager, say, why are they doing it? Don't just accept it like we always fucking do. It's car crash after car crash. We're third from bottom and it ain't going to be there for long. We're going to sink to the fucking bottom of this league. Our only saving grace is that Wolves appear to be every bit as shit as what we are. They got thumped by Leeds today. But this is rubbish. It's terrible. The whole situation around this club, we can't back them anymore. If they go out and they appoint Xavi, different story. Good manager, we'll get behind that. But they go out, they appoint a fucking Nuno, or a Dyche, or someone like that. Don't accept it. What right have they got to offer us more shit after what they've just given us? Go cast your minds back to when the Euro 2 years ago in Prague. We've won the cup. The next day, Sullivan comes out and goes, we're selling your captain now, 100 million. Don't be happy for too fucking long. Any other club would have used it as a springboard for success to move on, to move forwards. But we didn't. We just used it as we're throwing them a bone, we've given them a little bit. Now we're going to start taking the piss. And take the piss they have. Look at what they've done since. They kept David Moyes for a year after that without backing him, without giving him an extended contract, which I didn't want him to do anyway, but they burned a year, wasted a year because they didn't want to pay him off. That's what they did. Pissed a year away. In that year, players depreciate. You lose money on players. Then he goes after a shit season. They go out, they get Lopetegui. A manager that hardly anyone wanted. No one wanted Moyes when he came in. No one wanted Lopetegui. No one wanted Potter. Very few people wanted Potter. You can bet your bottom fucking dollar the next manager that comes in will be the name at the bottom of every poll that's run on fan channels, social media, and everyone else. You put 5 managers' names on a list, the man at the bottom is going to be the one that cunt appoints. And then they look at us and they go, oh, you're ungrateful, you're this, you're that. No, you're fucking useless, Sullivan and Brady. You are shit. Shit. It's a disgrace. It's going to be difficult for us with the squad that we've got to not get relegated anyway. It's going to be so fucking difficult for us to not get relegated with this group that we've got. They're not really, I don't think we've really got a group that's set up for being a low block team. There ain't really, we've got no strikers. Let's have it straight. Wilson's had a couple of stints off the bench, but Wilson and Fulkrug are 2 shit strikers. Go back to 2006. We had Ashton, we had Zamora, we had Bellamy, we had fucking Marlon Harewood. Now we've got 2 halves of strikers. And we're supposed to be, world-class team, world-class stadium. What's wrong with these fans? People are walking away in their fucking droves. I met my mate Mark over there today. Lifetime mate, went over there, chatted to him. He's over there. His daughter Kira plays for West Ham. She's on loan at Charlton at the minute. He's been over there forever. He's been a season ticket holder forever. He said up where he sits, he said we knew everyone around us. It was all mates, friends, family. They're the only 2 left. They're the only 2 left in that area. People are walking away. Now, fucking do what you've got to do, Sullivan, before you do fuck off. Get rid of this. Unfuck your latest fuck up in Potter. Unfuck it. Get rid of him because he's shit. He's absolute shit. Just like you. Just like you. He's shit at his job. Get rid of him and then go out and let's see who you appoint next. But whatever. Fix one fuck up at a time. That's one fuck up. Get rid of him. Then what we're going to do, we're going to go and get Nuno, are we? Nuno Espirito Santo, the bloke who I predicted when Nottingham Forest were doing amazingly at the tail end of last season, was going to crash and burn because his football is a mirror image of David Moyes' football, which crashed and burned. If there was no European competitions, all we'd have to think about was how they did in the Premier League. We were shit in the Premier League. Because counter-punch, counter-attacking football is short-term. It works for a short while. If you're good at it, the other team shut you out. It's not a viable way to play football. So what's he going to do? We're going to revert back. What about his statement? Their statement they put out, where they go on to talk about, well, we are looking at a long-term vision with Potter and Macauley, and we're really doing all... No, you're not. You knew you was going to be sacking him when you wrote that statement. And what you're going to do, are you going to, like you did with the director of football, you got rid of that one, you're going to get another director of football? No, of course you didn't. You're going to basically go for a completely different style of manager and take us back to what we had before. We're 5 games into a season and you're going to go out and get a ripcord manager. That's what you're going to do. We know it. And that will not get bums on seats in that empty arse stadium. Even when, at its fullest, there was... For every person, there was an empty seat. It's going to empty out more and more and more. You are not going to fill that place up with shit, dour, wanker football. You are not. You're done. You're toast. You're finished at West Ham. You, Brady, Krasinski, Trip Smith, the lot of you cunts. You're all fucking complicit in this shit. We've been through fucking hell. We've had to walk away from a club that we most of us have, in terms of going over there and watching them, that we love, that was part of our lives, and you're just sitting there making it worse. You've failed. Leave us alone. Fuck off. But before you go, take Potter and Macauley with you, the pair of them. And yeah, you can hold them up and blame them in the media. No one's buying it. No one's buying it. We know they're shit, but we don't blame them for this. We blame you. It's your fault. You appointed them. It's your fucking fault. So this deflection don't work no more. I mean, Potter ain't a fire blanket. He ain't protecting you. He's a wet blanket. He's a soggy blanket. We can see right through him, straight to you. He was never the right fucking man. He never was. So, I don't want to talk about that football. Potter, I don't want to see or hear anything more from him. It ain't even good news if he gets sacked. It's obvious news. You have to sack him because we're going to get relegated, you thick shit. So he's got to go. Macauley, I don't think necessarily has to go. Not be a director of football, but he's an analyst who's been successful at Brighton and Chelsea. But he will have to go because you're going to try and use him to deflect it. I've already said it don't work no more. The media have turned on you. The coverage of the protest was on the BBC. It was on Sky Sports. It's been picked up everywhere now. You've got nowhere to hide. You can't hide from what you've done. The charge sheet is ridiculous. You can't undo it. So just sell up and fuck off. And leave us alone and let us rebuild. We ain't going away. This movement is going to build and build and build and build. And people are saying, what manager do we think that we should get? I don't give a fuck what manager we get while this bloke's here. I don't care. Because we could get in prime Pep Guardiola to come in, you know, the next Pep Guardiola to come in, working under Sullivan. He'd have a good 6 months and then they'd fuck him again. And he'd turn to shit. No one will succeed under these two. They won't succeed. It is rotten. It's rotten to the core. They've got to get rid of them. I am sick to fucking death of watching West Ham. I mean, like I said, I was in the pub today, watching the game, not really. Feeling emotionally connected to it, not really. I was just having a chat with people. It was nice. I didn't have to watch it. Just glanced over every now and then. I mean, I did for about 10, 15 minutes. Thought we knocked the ball about okay. But who the fuck wants to go and sit in that stadium and watch that? And it ain't going to get no better under Potter. And I do know that we have a section of fans that have only ever known life under Sullivan and Brady. And they've seen Sam Allardyce and they've seen David Moyes. And because of what David Moyes did in Prague, which is a complete fucking anomaly, how many trophies had he won before that? Go and have a look. In 56 years managing. That type of football does not mean that you get success. It's the opposite. All that type of football it's a sustainable model. It's to just keep you safe. Low block, shitty football don't get you nowhere. It doesn't. Like I said, that was an anomaly. We had a £500 million squad of players in a 7th place European competition. So I know that people think that low block football is the way to go, but it fucking ain't. Just go back and look. It ain't. We can't go back. And irrespective of whether you're willing to accept that or not, I've got news for you. There's always going to be fans like me and loads of us that won't accept it, which means that manager is going to be divisive. If you go out and you get a low block manager, the fans are going to be at each other's throats because some fans don't give a fuck about the football they're watching and some fans do. Now, it's a perfect appointment in that respect for Sullivan because he loves dividing the fans. He loves it. But we won't accept that. We can't accept that. The only thing that I have that we can hang on to and cling on to at West Ham is the way that we play football. The stadium's gone. The majority of the fans gone. There isn't much left at the minute. I'm not saying we can't rebuild it, but there ain't much left. The one thing that we've got in terms of identity is the West Ham way. Our West Ham way, not the ones that have only been supporting the club for the last 10 years, because that ain't the West Ham way. That's bullshit, boring football. That is what we used to look at Tony Pulis' Stoke like, or fucking Sean Dyche's Burnley. Do you want that to be the West Ham way? Boring West Ham in that big ass fucking stadium with fans set 100 metres from the fucking pitch. Is that what you want? No, you don't. So don't accept it. Don't accept a shit manager. Make your voices heard. Don't go, oh, well, we've got the manager now. We've got to get behind him. Like we did with Potter. Like people was doing in the summer. Where they're going, you know, you've got to back him. You just got to back him. If you don't back him, you're negative. No, it's not negative. It's realism. And at some point, being positive, it's like Graham Potter. It's deluded. When it comes to a point, that's what it is. When something is so obviously wrong, yet you still back it, because, I don't know, it almost feels like virtue signalling. Like, the geezer's shit. What are you backing? So please fucking please, moving forwards, be zero tolerant with this board. Don't accept any more shit that they give us, that they serve up. We deserve better. We're 5 games into a season. We don't need to settle for a firefighting fucking manager now that's going to serve up shit football. And if he saves us, he'll be with us for the next 2 years, 3 years. No. Anyway, look, I can feel my blood pressure going up. But yes, positive. It fucks me off. Oh, you're negative. You've got to do... No, I'm not. I just understand football. I use me eyes. I can see it, shit. You can keep telling me you watch Analytics United and they're telling you about all these little intricacies that's going to come to fruition. Bollocks. As it's been proved. Bollocks. Bollocks. Shit football. Shit manager. Wanker. It was never going to work. Anyway, that's it from me. I will be back maybe later on tonight for a phone-in. I know I always say that, but tonight I think I'm actually going to. I just want to get this one out as a short, sharp video. I'm sorry it ain't much of a match review. Fuck the match. It's irrelevant. Well done, West Ham fans. I'm proud of you. The fans that turned up today, I am fucking proud of you. I feel pumped. I've got some passion back. It's not necessarily good passion. I'm very aggressive. But I've got some passion back. I met so many people and connected with so many people today. I fucking love you all. Well done to everyone that made the effort to go, everyone that's watched it, everyone that supported it, everyone that signed a petition. And this is just a fucking start. We are taking our club back. Fuck off, Sullivan.